Alright, in Season 5 of Dark and Darker, I managed to get Demigod rank for the first time, and I wanted to share some tips on how you can achieve Demigod rank as well. Now these tips might become outdated for the next season because Aramaze tends to change how the AP system works every now and then. However, most of these tips should be useful in future seasons. So let's get right into it. Tip number 1. Figure out what gives the most AP. For Season 5, it goes to prop interactions, which is mostly blue portals as they give a boatload of AP, with shrines also giving 5 AP each. High-end prop interactions is much the same as prop interactions, but only includes high-grade props, such as Marvelous Chest, Golden Chest, Lion's Head Chest, and Royal Coffins. Dungeon Down, going down a floor gives you a flat 100 AP bonus, so it's best to play on Ruins where you can go down 2 floors, giving you a guaranteed 200 AP every match. Item Achieve, being the items you bring out, try to get as much treasure as you can. The higher the rarity of the treasure, the more AP. And lastly, sub-boss kills, being this list of enemies, most notably Demon Berserker and Demon Centaurs, giving 50 AP each. If you don't know how to kill them, you can always find tutorials on YouTube or just cheese them by abusing high ground. However, I always recommend checking other AP grind videos for each new season, as what gives the most AP might change. Tip number 2. Plan your routes. Knowing where to go and what modules to ignore and which to clear is essential. If you pick the Ruins, you should aim to open as many portals as possible, with them being in Bandit Forest, Bathhouse, Square, and Hidden Altar. Personally, I would only go for the Bandit Forest portals if I spawn nearby. Most of the times, I would open the ones close to middle. However, you need to be careful when traversing the middle of Ruins, especially around Hidden Altar, as it attracts a lot of PvP and therefore rats. However, due to the random dungeon mechanic of Crypt and Inferno, it's impossible to plan a route, so instead, try to get familiar with all the modules, especially if they contain blue portals. In Inferno, your first objective should be to find an escape that you can play around to ensure you don't die from the time running out. Tip number 3. How you play. Now, this is an unfortunate tip, but with how the AP system works as of currently, with player kills giving next to no AP, and the entrance fee being able to go past 0 AP earned, there are really only 2 ways to play that will consistently get you Demigod rank. Those playstyles being Rat or Wuss. Now, being a rat is highly unethical, pickpocketing, stealing bodies, and camping reds and blues, a rogue's wet dream. It's great for getting gold but lacks in AP, as gear and player kills does not result in much AP. Being a wuss is how most players achieve Demigod rank, including me, running the opposite direction at the side of another player, only playing around reds and blues, and only engaging in PvP when absolutely necessary. It's bound to get you Demigod, but man is it boring. Tip number 4. What class should you play? Realistically, you can get Demigod on every class, however, abusing the current meta always helps. For this season, I decided to main Barbarian, so I picked Barbarian. Just remember, the moment you reach Demigod on a class, stop playing High Ruler with that class, as one bad losing streak might knock you back down to Exemplar. This is yet another flaw with the current AP system, but I won't dive too deep into that. Now, hopefully you will have a better understanding on how to get Demigod, but if you still have questions, feel free to comment down below, or check out the Dark and Darker Wiki, link in the description. Good luck, and thank you for watching.